Hello family, let's watch this video together and then I will respond.
To offend a bunch of the people who are going to watch this. When I talk about prayer, I'm only talking about prayer concerning the three Abrahamic religions which dominate today's religious population. So if you don't conform to organised religion and you have your own personal spirituality, or you're offended by atheistic logic, then this video probably isn't for you. Now, if you are religious, then you'll be very aware of the attributes that your religion assigns to your God. The most important one to focus on for this topic is the fact that all three of the Abrahamic gods are supposedly omniscient. This means that they are aware of everything that has happened, that will happen, and is happening right now. Another important point is that they all supposedly have a predetermined plan as to what's going to happen in our lives. And here lies the paradox of prayer. The type of prayer that's brought into question by these qualities are the type of prayer concerning asking God for something to happen. For instance, if you ask God for your favourite sports team to win, or for a family member to overcome a disease. The important point is that the outcome of these prayers will have one of two options, i.e. it will either happen or it won't. The team will win or the team will lose. The family member will survive or the family member will die. It's always going to be one or the other. Now the issue is, God already knows which is going to happen. He already has it because he's already planned it to happen. The future isn't future for him because he's outside of time. This means that God already knows if the team is going to win or lose. God already knows if the family member is going to survive or die because it's all part of his plan. So when you pray to God asking him for something, it will either already be part of his plan or not be part of his plan. If it's not part of God's plan, then it's not going to happen because God's plan is final and God's plan is the best plan. This means it's pointless to ask for something that's not already part of God's plan because it's not going to happen anyway. On the other hand, if it is part of God's plan, then it was already going to happen regardless of whether you prayed for it or not. This means that while you're not hurting your cause, you're also not helping it in any way. And because you're praying for something to happen that was already going to happen, this means that a prayer of this type is again futile. So this means that both of the conceivable outcomes of this type of prayer are completely unaffected by the prayer itself. And there lies the paradox. Whether it's part of God's plan or whether it's not, what you're praying for will have no effect on the outcome due to the attributes that, if you're part of an organised religion, you agree your God has. And therefore any prayer of this type is futile. Now of course, if you have your own personal religion which believes that God can change his plan, then there's no contradiction to be found. This is only a paradox if you believe your God to have the attributes that are laid out in one of the three Abrahamic religious texts, that is the Bible, the Torah or the Quran. And so, Jewish, Muslim, Christian fundamentalists, I'd love to hear your response.
So here it is. First of all, prayer. You're not supposed to treat God like an Amazon shopping cart where you can just drop all the stuff you want and ask him to do this, that, and the other. Prayer is a form of connecting with God, thanking him for everything that he has already done for you, and bringing your problems to God. So now Alex has confused the plan of God with the free will of God. Plan of God was to save humanity through his son. That was his plan. And he has given all of us free will to choose God or to reject God and to make every other decisions of our life. He has not planned every single thing. Yes, he knows what's going to happen because all of the life is like a diagram of choosing right or wrong. So if you choose this, this will happen. If you choose that, that will happen. So everybody comes under the certain category. Like you are a white British guy. So based on what time and which part of the world you're born, what faith you're gonna be, but will you change? It's like everything is just laid out on based on what twist and turn you take will determine in the end where you will end up. So God has given us the free will. So praying for somebody else might make a difference. Has been lots of scientific research done on the blood and on the water as well. Like they said, they prayed on the water and that water had less parasites and it was better than the other water. When they observed it under microscope, the prayer has they had prayed over the blood and then tested the blood, normal blood, same blood which had not been prayed on, and the blood that had been prayed on. They were both different. So when you are asking for the presence of God in your life and you are sharing your problems with God, prayer can change. Prayer can perform miracles. Basically, the bad in the world is absence of God. And God is not going to force his presence if you don't want him. Like when Jesus healed that man who was who was possessed by so many demons, thousands of demons. They all went to the pigs. The people told Jesus, leave. We don't want you here. And Jesus left. So God is not going to force his presence upon us. And his plan is for the humanity savior, for the saving of the humanity. God has not planned everybody else's life. He has given us free will and we make decisions. So our life, everything gone bad or good, is on us. It's our life. We have made mistake and he has given us everything. Water, air, healthy body, everything that's around us. Sometimes there will be challenges in the life, but that will be a test on what decisions we make. We all have free will, and I was an ex-Muslim before, and even in Islam the idea was, yes, it is written, but 3 things were written. In Islam, it's believed that the day you are born, the day you do the nikah with your marriage, and the day you die, those 3 things are solid, like written on stone by God, like how long your life is going to be, and when you're going to get married, and when you're going to be born, and when you're going to die. But in between, anything else is your choice. And then you pray to God to make correct choices, and you pray to God for healing. There has been lots of miraculous healing from the time of Jesus up until now in life of so many people because of prayer. Especially since I become Christian, I have found out about so many miracles since then to now. So prayer has an amazing power. If you believe in God and if you pray, then it will be given. Yes, it's not every prayer has an answer, but the answer can be yes, no, or not yet. You will get one of the 3 responses from God. So thinking that praying is pointless is a lack of understanding of plan. You have a free will. Do not forget the free will. And it's our free will to bring our problems to the attention of God and asking for his guidance and his help. That's all I want to say. So do not think like God is a shopping cart. And prayers are not pointless. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.